Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book, and
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it.
Hold on, let me turn it on.
He's back.
Hey, boys and girls, how are you? I missed you. Did you miss me?
Florida looked fun.
Yes, it was.
Clearly slumming it.
Oh, yeah, slumming it. Yeah, we were down in Jupiter and West Palm.
Very nice.
Totally. Oh, my God. Talk about totally different worlds.
Yeah.
West Palm is very nice. Mari's cousin lives in comparison to some of the other homes, a very humble home, and with a pool and a second house. And
From what I saw from the photos, it literally looked perfect.
Oh,
Like,
it
It
is.
was just
it is.
all backyard, very modest inside, but just really just simple and perfect.
Oh, yeah. They used to live in Andover, and they moved to West Palm, close to the airport, because Mark travels a lot in his job. He does something with data transfer, and that's about all I can understand.
Okay.
But he's very good at it apparently, and his company is in demand. But he travels, and when he travels, he's gone for 4 or 5 weeks at a time, because I guess when you do data transfer, you don't stop and start. You just,
Right. Yeah, you're stuck in the job.
You're stuck in the job. So he goes to Japan next, I think.
That's cool.
He's all over. He's a really good photographer too, and sometimes he will post photos, and he has been known to sell them. They're so good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Not a bad life.
No. I mean,
So she's a lady of leisure?
They've worked out. Oh no. She's the more or less the comptroller for his company,
Oh, okay.
and she does some business consulting, small business consulting, herself. But because she had some small
That's
business
kind of nice.
in
I
Andover.
feel like after being married for a long period of time, taking 4 to 5 weeks to go do a job is not a bad thing.
No.
You like each other a little bit more because you see each other a little bit less. I'm
Right.
down.
And I said to her, so you guys must Zoom call and see each other all the time. And she said, no, we just talk on the phone.
There you go.
I said, you don't Zoom? You don't see him? No.
I don't need to see him. I know what he looks like.
Right. And they've been married. Oh, if we've been married 35, I think they're married longer than we are, but maybe 40.
Oh, wow. Good for them.
Yeah. So a couple of kids, and the girl's getting married next year in a destination wedding in one of the Carolinas.
Seems to be a very popular situation. Friends of ours are having a destination wedding coming up in a couple of weeks in Cancun. And
Well,
yeah, we're not in attendance. I'm going to Nashville this weekend.
good for you.
Well, the Pats are on a winning streak right now.
Oh boy.
I guess I don't know if our quarterback is going to be back after his
He's
concussion
still in-
protocol.
Yeah, he's still in concussion protocol.
Well,
He took a hit in the head. There's
Yeah.
no question. But the weird thing was he continued to play, and then they said, "Oh, let's take a look."
that came down from the NFL.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, they were like, let's just take him out.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Oh, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's because they hate us?
Oh, I don't think they traded yesterday, and I can't pronounce his name. One of their better defensive players to, of all places, Kansas City. So
Right.
I think that's the way of the Kraft family saying, thanks for coming. We'll see you next year.
Yeah, right. I mean, shouldn't they bolster the franchise if they're going to sell it off?
Yeah. I don't,
Shouldn't you make the team look the best they could possibly look
I
before you
don't-
try and get rid of it?
I don't know. Jonathan may keep it in the,
Jonathan.
may keep it in the family. But, yeah. And you know, what's interesting, we have, I'm sure you do as well. And you do as well, friends who have seasons tickets
Uh-huh.
who are having a really hard time giving them away.
Well, our friend Chris Ball has season tickets and has for a while over
Yeah.
at Mashpee TV, and he's been giving them to kids and
Yeah.
other opportunities. You know, it is still really exciting to go to the game and
Oh,
the
yeah.
fanfare and just the whole experience, if you will.
Oh, yeah, the experience of going. If you haven't been, somebody wants to give you a couple tickets, take them, go.
Absolutely.
It's fun. You don't have to stay for the whole game. You know, you might want to beat the crowd out of the parking lot. Although they have they do a lot better with the parking now than they
Yeah.
used to.
Yep.
You know,
It is a bit more organized.
They really have. Just like BC, we've been to a BC game with my brother. Some friends are taking us to the BC Syracuse game a week from
That
Saturday.
sounds fun.
Well, BC started out like 3-1, 4-1. Now they're 4-4, and I'm like, oh damn, not the same BC again.
Well, take your wins where you got it. Like I said, we're on a roll. We're on a hot streak right now.
That's right. And going to a BC game, the experience of going to a BC game is the closest thing we have to, big time college football.
Being back at school.
I mean, cool. And BC is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, the campus is Mariana, when we were sitting in the stands, started looking up to see if they had a major in marine biology because she just fell in love.
All right.
She just fell in love with the place.
Like, okay, girl.
Can Pupper and Cheech and Mom and Logie afford BC?
We'll have to see what that's going to look
We'll have to see where that's going to go. But her plan, however, has always been that Mari and I are going to buy a home in Florida.
Oh,
and she's going to go to the University of Tampa.
Well, I like that plan.
Oh, I do too.
We're not against it.
No, I do too. And the prices of homes in Florida, folks, if you can handle the insurance, prices in Florida, Mari is getting. I think I mentioned
it's not
this
exactly attracting a lot of things right now.
No, I think I mentioned this before I left, and we've heard it from a couple of other realtors as well. Clients that we have who moved to Florida are now calling us and saying, I want to come back to the Cape. I'm sick of this.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Good morning, Miss Emily. Hey, Mari, we are so happy that you were back. 5 seconds after you guys got home from Florida, she was already working.
Oh, she was working while we were there. We put two pieces of, she put two properties under contract. Did you come
home to an open house? Like, girl, she's working it.
That's right. We came home to an open house. But, it's the business.
Always working.
You got to keep rolling.
On that college front, and we were talking about affordability. We saw a story this morning from Holy Cross that said they are putting their money where their mouth is. And any of their incoming freshmen next year, apparently, if they make under $100,000, their family makes under $100,000 a year, they're going to take care of tuition.
That's very nice.
Like 10 people.
Yeah. and the thing is,
I understand something needs to change.
Right. And the thing is, this because Little's in college now. Tuition isn't the biggest expense. The bigger expense is room and board. Tell me you're going to take care of room and board.
We're in for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Good morning, Danielle. Speaking of Florida, one of our favorites, Miss Danielle and Ricky B. Good morning.
Yep, I did drive by. We did drive by Mar-a-Lago a couple of times.
I loved this shaky photo that you held on to from Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, yeah, because the
he wanted proof that he was there.
Police everywhere. And when we drove by, Mari's cousin said, and there's Mar-a-Lago. And I went click. As the car ran on by.
It was a bad paparazzi photo. It's great.
Well, because there was no stopping. I think if you even slowed, somebody would have popped out of a car and said, over there.
We are 1 week from Election Day.
Thank God. Look at folks. Professor Hank here, Papa Hank here, whatever. Go vote and ignore all the stories about the polls, about who's ahead and who's behind. They don't know. They contradict each other. Don't get yourself upset. Just go vote. And then we'll all see what happens on Tuesday.
I'm sick of hearing about Kelly Ayotte. I don't even know who she is.
Oh, my God. You know what was weird?
I don't even know who she is, and we don't even vote for her. It's just on all the time on the channel I happen to be watching.
I know it. We didn't watch that much. We didn't watch that much television in Florida, which is one of the reasons why we probably came back so relaxed.
Yeah.
But the political ads that we saw were actually kind of civil.
Were they?
They were better than the ones from New Hampshire. And I thought the Florida ads would be and the ones that we saw were, well, that's okay.
I was in the studio yesterday cutting political ads, and it was just like, hey, this is what I did last time. This is what I'm going to do this time. Get to work. And I was like, I don't mind voicing this. Usually I don't voice any political ads because I don't like that. But this particular one was just like very positive. I appreciated that.
Right.
I'm doing this. I just want it over though.
And the fantasy posts on Facebook and X, and I thought Threads was supposed to be like a cleaned up version of Twitter / X.
Never gonna get cleaned up.
It isn't. It's
Because
turned
people
into
are still people.
it's turned into Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Kid Rock tells Taylor Swift not to come on stage. Never happened. And why are these people so damn obsessed with Taylor Swift? I mean, seriously.
I was in a plane of Swifties last week coming back from Miami because she had a few shows in Miami,
Yes,
and
she
it was
did.
all Massachusetts going to go see her.
Were the shows sold out, or were there empty seats all over the place?
I guess they were sold out.
Oh, okay. See, that's another one you see on
I didn't
social.
see anybody say anything about empty seats, to the fact that she was complaining, the girl that sat next to me, about Uber surging their prices so they couldn't get back to their hotel for less than $100.
Well,
I know. I'm like, oh, I'm like, how about walking? And then I was like, it's Miami, probably no.
yeah. Well, folks, that's the law of supply and demand.
Right. Mari said it was in the National Enquirer. Good morning, Miss Kat. Kat Cedrone joined me on the show yesterday. Thank you so much for taking a chance and coming on. And she was a little bit nervous, but we ended up having a really good show. So I was excited to see some new faces here to the lineup.
Mhm.
Everybody's been missing you.
Oh, well, that's very sweet.
And
Thank you.
where's Hank? What's happening?
It's nice to be. I did see that Chris on Thursday said the chair was a little comfortable, and I better be careful. I did see a moment of that, and I'm like, Chris, I'm coming back.
You felt that, huh?
Don't get comfortable, Chris. I'm back. I'm not going anywhere.
I love our friends over at MashP TV. We've got such a great relationship, and we are going to be continuing to do some more over there,
Cool.
and maybe possibly get some dedicated studio space. So that would be really nice.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh, you mean out of the basement?
We're looking fancy, right?
Out of the basement?
I think we're going to be crawling out of this basement.
Wow.
I mean, we'll always have home for sure, but there is nice to have some studios to bop around
sure,
too. So,
and I noticed the van has moved.
yeah,
It's now parked in the driveway,
Yep.
like a regular vehicle.
Yep.
Not the van, the whatever you want to
The
call it.
Winnebago.
The Winnebago. Yeah, it's parked in the driveway now, because I came around the corner and I thought, oh damn, where am I going to park now?
Yeah, right.
But I parked on the street.
It won't be there forever. It's
No,
getting
no, I know.
cleaned up and gutted, and we've got a farmer's market vehicle. It's actually going to be the Cape Cod Christmas market vehicle.
Mhm.
Santa's little helper.
Cliff must be having a great time ripping that
He
apart.
hates my guts right now. So
I thought he'd enjoy that.
no, he needs another project.
Oh, okay.
It's like-
But the actual act of doing that work, I imagine he enjoys.
yes, he does. So just kind of reconfiguring what the inside looks like so it's functional, so that we can all get at something and actually have a warm space. I don't know what the weather is going to be like. I folded yesterday. I turned on my heat.
But it's going to be Halloween. It's going to be almost 80.
Right. Okay.
What just came on? Is that the...
Nobody else can hear that but you. I thought you had a hearing test and I thought you couldn't hear things.
No. I can't hear high frequency.
Oh, gotcha.
Low frequency, I can hear just fine, and that's low frequency. That's why I can hear you all the time, because you
Well,
have a lower frequency voice.
Sorry.
Oh, didn't hear that.
I'm gonna have to talk up here so I can't hear me anymore.
What?
That'll be my secret Hank voice. What's up, Sheila? Hi, Patrice. Dave Hagner, thank you so much for joining us and always supporting us here on Lemonadio. We appreciate you big time. Yeah, so we're working diligently on our Cape Cod Christmas market. Our friends over at O Places are helping out. We've got Taylor from Art and Whimsy that is going to be jumping in on the kids entertainment bandwagon. We have our entertainment lineup all set.
Good.
We've got some fun artists that are going to be there. We've got hand-blown glass ornaments right there on the spot.
Right there on the spot.
How cool is that?
Oh my goodness. Who's doing
Right?
that? Who's doing that?
So we've got a new art studio, and I'll make the big announcement coming up. I'm actually hoping that she'll come on the show and talk to us a little bit about her glass blowing. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Oh, how cool is that?
I know. And we've got a ton of food trucks interested, and we've got some new faces for food. So that's always exciting.
And this is going to be at Mashpee Commons.
And it's going to be in the Mashpee Commons. It's going to be right where the Mashpee Farmers Market was. And it's going to be Saturday and Sunday for the entire season. It's going to be 1 month from November 17th. From Clam Jam on, we are going to be in there. It's going to be fun and festive. We've got that woodsy area that we're going to be decking out as Santa's workshop. So there's going to be wreath making. We've got trees for sale. We've got tons of arts and crafts for kids. We've got the goat nutcracker. We've got a lot to bring to you.
The goat nutcracker is not to be missed.
It really isn't. We've really upped our game this year too. We're having a dress rehearsal.
Same MC this year for the goat nutcracker?
No, that will be
okay.
me. That will be me
Oh,
narrating
okay.
the nutcracker. Thank you very much.
Okay. Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know. Crazy Bobby?
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't seen him.
Okay.
It's probably the best. Good morning. Hello from Plymouth. It's 37 degrees today, this morning.
It's
Sorry.
ridiculous. I mean, I put a sweatshirt on, I stepped out, and I put my vest on, like, okay.
That's why I broke.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it. I'm turning it on. Normally, I don't like putting it on before November 1st, but yesterday we had the baby in the house. It was an Emily day. So I'm like, the baby can't have this. I have to turn on the heat.
Yeah. Well, coming back from Florida, where I was in shorts and T-shirts, and then when we went out to dinner, I swapped a T-shirt for Tommy Bahama shirt. Coming back home here was like, oh.
Yeah, right. Welcome home.
This is chilly.
Yes. Cliff was roasting yesterday in a gorilla outfit, but we had
Yeah.
a little fun with that
I
one.
saw that.
I was Tarzana.
Tarzana. I see.
He was my gorilla mother. All week long, we're going to have some fun little costumes that we're going to break out. We do have a round of Halloween music bingo. So whether you enjoy us over at Ryan's 10-Pin Eatery on Thursday for our official Halloween party, we've got that going on. Tonight, we're going to be over at Shipwrecked. Sandy's going to be over at Bailey's for music bingo. Wednesday, Sandwich Taverna. We are full of activities this week. If you're looking for us, events on cape.com. And our $500 karaoke contest kicks off on Friday at House of Hatchets. So it's just a 4-week competition. Winner gets $500. Quick, fast, fun.
Yep.
Couple of bucks to put in your pocket before we start holiday shopping.
And you karaoke in a different room than the Hatches.
No, it's right there in the same room.
Oh, so if
They also have archery in there now.
So if someone's a really bad singer, a hatchet person could.
I don't think that they're the same kind of hatchets.
Okay.
I don't think that they're like the actual like carve you up hatchets.
Oh, okay.
I know it's the Halloween season and all, but we don't need that in our life. Definitely don't. Good morning, Julie Cardinelli.
Hey, Julie, how are you?
She's nice and warm in Florida.
Yeah, she's nice and warm. She's on the West Coast. She had to evacuate. She and Andy had to evacuate, but they're back. How are things in Clearwater, Julie? Please let us know.
Well, Dave Hagner said he took an outdoor shower still at 44 degrees yesterday.
Oh.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
My outdoor
Mari
shower
would.
is still on, but yeah. And John has said, morning all, South Carolina, waiting for my flight. Can you please turn up the heat? Enjoy. Really, seriously, go get the warmth for us and bring it on back.
Right, bring it
Mary
on
Jane, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, Patriots winning streak. We're going down to Nashville. Looking forward to that for a couple of days. We're basically going to have a snack nap in Nashville.
Oh, right.
Come on home.
Fly down, watch the game, and leave.
That's it, pretty much. And I think most of New England also is. I've heard from several of our friends that are going to be there.
That's
well,
nice.
John and T are sent me this link to a tailgate party. And I think that there are 300 people going to this tailgate party. So it's definitely going to be just a New England party that happens to be in Nashville.
Yeah, the Nashville team isn't doing all that well either. So
don't worry, we'll find a way to lose to them.
This is going to be the battle of the but it's great to see the Jets just crapping their pants.
Yeah, right. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yep.
Somebody said vote early. I'm nervous of the vote early situation. Why? Because of what happened yesterday where somebody lit a ballot box on fire.
They lit a couple of ballot boxes on fire. So all those ballots, if they weren't, I mean, they get cleared out every day. It's just like your mailbox. But if there are any ballots in there, they're gone.
Right? And how do I know if that was mine? You don't.
You don't. You can't go to your town clerk and say, hey, can I vote again?
Not that I'm particularly changing the world with my vote. I just like to know that it was at least counted. That's all.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. 1 week. One more week, everyone.
Yeah. You kind of know which way Oregon's going to go anyway.
Yeah. Well.
So generally speaking, I mean, but again, nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Halloween week here. I saw Mariana dressed up like a little Beetlejuice. I loved that.
Oh my gosh.
She looked super cute on her Ted Murphy
she looked
class.
Wonderful. She looked wonderful. Speaking of Ted Murphy, Ted Murphy is our writer friend, also known as Declan Rush. the author of Macabre Trophies. He has an adult class that he is looking to run, and he needs a couple of more adults to sign up. I'm one of the adults who has signed up because
Who, as an adult, hasn't said, I should really write this as a book?
right. See, I want to learn how to write fiction.
Okay.
I can't write nonfiction. I have no imagination.
You're not creative?
No,
How do you not have an imagination? I feel like that's all we had as kids.
I know, but I don't seem like I do. So I'm interested in taking a class with Ted. It's got to be in there somewhere. I mean, I've written all my life, and
I'm interested to see if Ted Murphy can bring out your imagination.
I'm interested too. I mean, I don't have the same kind of imagination that he does.
No,
Or apparently my granddaughter does.
I don't think many people have that imagination, because if you've read Macabre Trophies, it is definitely in the horror genre for sure.
And my granddaughter Mariana finally revealed to me one of the stories she wrote
I think that's kind of funny.
for Ted. And when I asked him several weeks ago how she was doing, he said, well, she reminds me of Declan Rush. And when she told me the story that she had written for class, I went, yeah, you're a sickie like Declan Rush.
That is one of our questions of the day was there ever a scary movie that actually like gave you nightmares that you took with you for a while?
Oh, that's easy. Wizard of Oz.
It was what?
Wizard of Oz.
Really? Was it the
Yes.
monkeys?
No, it was the evil witch in the window.
Really?
Yes.
That's what got you?
absolutely.
You had nightmares about it?
Absolutely.
It
For
doesn't
years.
necessarily have to be a horror movie. It can just be a movie that scared you that you took with you forever.
No, for years and years and years.
Really?
Yep.
One of mine was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I don't know why.
What?
I wanted to watch this movie so badly. My aunt and uncle had Showtime. He let me babysit the kids, and he's like, when the kids are in bed, then you can watch it. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I got the kids to bed, and I'm like, I'm watching this movie.
Say the title again.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Okay.
Basically, they wrapped their victims up in cotton candy and then put them like kind of spiders and suck their blood later.
Well, that's a creative.
Literal nightmares for years and years. And I was like a young teen. I was like, it never went away for me. I don't know what it was.
Oh my god.
Mari said dark shadows. And now I watch it and laugh. You can see the microphones hanging down.
Oh yeah.
But at the time, that was the best technology we had had. And maybe it was just a moment in a movie that just freaked you out.
Right.
I love the fact that you said Wizard of Oz, because it doesn't necessarily have to be a scary movie. Julie says it's 67 right now in Clearwater, and it's still cleaning up. It's going to take a while.
Okay.
Lots of damage.
We'll be there next year for sure.
Right. Let us know when the damage is fixed. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Right.
Poor Julie. It's a lot to deal with.
It's a lot. But they're far enough away that I think, where they live, there was minimal damage. I think she said it was either this hurricane or the last hurricane. Someone had a carport on top of their house and no one knew where it came from.
Well, we had a car on top of cars yesterday in Wareham, or the day before that. Did you see that?
No.
It almost looked like it was one of those monster truck rallies.
Oh, jeez.
Somebody catapulted themselves on top of two other cars in the Walmart parking lot.
How do you do that?
I think they just hit gas and it went go.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It was definitely a People of Walmart photo. I didn't believe it for a while, but then I saw multiple accounts and a small video of it. So definitely did occur.
So it wasn't AI
over the weekend.
No AI or anything.
It actually happened.
That's the tough thing. That's the tough thing now. You got to look at it. And
is it real?
Is that real or is it
right?
Or is it AI?
Yeah, no, there were multiple accounts of it. Also a video. So
okay.
I was just impressed that could even be a thing. It's something that you didn't think could possibly happen, but it did. Good times.
Anything can happen in a Walmart parking lot.
Absolutely. What's up, Kelly? We are missing your scones. I know there are so many people that are missing our food from our farmers market.
Missing the scones.
Right? A lot of people are, very much so. Looking forward to getting everybody back together for our markets that are coming up for Christmas.
And speaking of our vendors at the market.
Yes.
We had a very important announcement from Natasha Ashoff yesterday.
Oh.
Who she and her husband run Cape Batter. She is a participant in the holiday baking contest on the Food Network,
How cool is that?
and it starts Monday night.
So we got to all watch. We'll put a link in this conversation so that we can remember it and go back and find it.
Yep. And we're going to try to get Natasha to come on at least a couple of times.
Yeah, she had one of the best macarons I've had in a while. She did this chocolate chip cookie that I had dreams about.
Oh, I know.
Because it was like salty. It was like just a perfect bite.
Yep. She's made, I think, pretty much every one of Mariana's birthday cakes. She made the cakes and the cake and the cupcakes for my 70th birthday party.
We have so many talented bakers on the Cape, but Natasha's stuff, it was good, and it was like rotating. So it was something of everything, which I think if you're ever going to go on those baking shows, you know how to bake everything, and you need to like have every base recipe in your brain down pat somewhere.
Yeah.
Because you never know what they're going to give you. I don't even know this show specifically.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm looking forward to rooting for her, cheering her on.
Oh yeah.
We always love when a Cape person gets to make some national news or gets on regular TV, and we're like, go.
Yep.
We don't even know you, but go.
Because we walked the same street in Hyannis at some point.
We are those supportive people, though. We claim you for ourselves. We don't even know you or care about your backstory, but you're with us now. What's up, Gloria? How are you? Hank, do you have a little crazy crime from us?
Do I have a little crazy crime? Oh, I'm sure I do. Give me a moment, boys and girls.
I did like the story that made national news of the Connecticut man heading to Salem because he wanted to see the Halloween festivities. He was pulled over. He was driving 118 miles an hour.
It's not that good to drive that fast.
It's not going anywhere. And trust me, once you get into Salem, you're not driving 2 miles an hour. 100 acres, by the way, of wildfires that they're dealing with right now. I asked my daughter, she's like, what? Huh? We're fine.
The air is supposed to be very smoky and acrid.
So we'll see.
Up there. Yeah. First of all, a reminder from the Sandwich Police Department that destroying political signs is against the law.
As much as we hate looking at them, and we're over it. One more week, everyone.
Let's see. Well, we've got... there's one about someone who called because there was a snowboard in their yard and they didn't know who it belonged to. So when the police showed up, they were able to determine that it belonged to the homeowner's daughter.
You got to be kidding me.
Nope. I mean, the things that people call the police for, it's like...
I shouldn't be surprised. My neighbor called the police on us before because of our chickens. So, I mean, I really shouldn't be surprised that people just call the police for random things.
This is the 21st century version of the dog ate my homework.
Oh.
A 911 call came in and officers were able to confirm no emergency. A pampered pooch getting a pedicure had stepped on the phone and initiated the call. Why is your
dog called 911? It wasn't me.
If you're giving your pooch a pedicure, first of all, you can pay people to do that. Why is your phone so close that the dog can step on
That's the worst conversation. That's the worst excuse I've ever heard of in my entire life.
And call 911. That makes no sense.
Is there one button? Maybe they've got a one button thing, like one of those old people phones where there's like four phone calls you could possibly make. You know, your kid, the hospital, 911, your doctor.
Right.
It's the only thing I can think of.
The caller reported someone had parked on her lawn for the past 2 nights. Dispatch was able to connect the parent of the vehicle's owner, who said they would remove it. Then the reporting party called back and stated, well, the vehicle owner works with her son, so it was okay that they were parking on the lawn.
I'm sorry, Sandwich Police, that you have to deal with this.
Well, you know what? Kid probably, would if there was a random car out in front of this house that was one of Cody's buddies, would Cody say, so-and-so was here and in their car? Oh, okay.
He would.
He would?
But I would also go out there and be like, what are you doing? If there's someone sitting in it, parked in front of my house.
It was just apparently just parked there. And
I'm used to that. We're right by the beach.
Right.
I'm just used to it. I don't call the police.
No.
If they're there for like 2 days, I'm wondering, is somebody missing?
Right.
But other than that, I'm not worried about it.
No, it's just, I don't know. And then there is someone, this is a good story, actually. Police responded to a self-initiated call for crisis intervention. Someone who knew they were in trouble called and said, "I'm in trouble."
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
that's
knowing is half the battle. Is
Oh.
it one of those after school specials that we learned about?
yes, I think so.
I'm going to cause some trouble. Come and get me.
Come and get me. Yeah, I'm not right. Come and get me now.
Thank you very much. Shout out to our friends over at the Sandwich Police. I'm sure this week is probably the least favorite week that you have
Oh, I
because of
can
tricks
imagine.
and treats and drama and foolishness that ensues about.
But how many people actually go trick or treating anymore?
Very small amount.
Yeah.
My husband bought the BJ size little candy bar bag.
hmm
It's mostly gone now.
Yeah.
So I hope we don't get
Oh,
very
you've had-
many trick or treaters.
You've had kids coming to the door already?
Yeah, I've had tons of trick or treaters. My husband and my son back to the bowl. And then me. I had like 4 little Twix bars yesterday. Get
Mhm.
those things the hell out of my
Well,
house.
see, those are deceptive. When we were in when we were in Florida, and we were staying at Mari's cousin's house, she thought Mariana was going to be with us,
Yeah.
so she stocked the fridge for stuff for Mari and stuff for Mariana. But she also had out a big bowl of candy because, again, she thought Mariana was coming, and the little size.
Aren't they way tinier?
Yeah, but it's easy to walk by and grab one.
Yeah, but I grab 5.
And
I don't
then
grab one.
You grab another one, and then you grab another one.
I
and-
grab a paw full of them.
Yeah.
And then all the little tiny ones, like how many little tiny ones does it take to get to a regular sized one? Because
Mhm.
I feel like they're even tinier than they ever were before.
They are like that,
Right?
probably. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel better about it because they are smaller,
Mhm.
but I did have like 5 of them.
Right. Which is probably the equivalent of eating a bar.
So. Get them away from me. All I know is that we don't get trick-or-treaters anymore.
Well,
Our driveway is blocked off from getting them at this point anyway.
Right.
Until
We
the
don't-
dumpster is gone.
We don't get trick or treaters at all at the villages, of course.
Yeah. Well, we do have some really great trunk or treats that are out there. And
Yeah.
I do appreciate that they're safe and all in one area. And I'm not worried about it. Day before our Halloween day is second most ordered pizza out nights
Mhm.
of
Yep.
the year. So if you plan on ordering pizza, definitely order it early
Right.
and give them some time. This is the time of year where it gets real dark. We've got daylight savings time coming up.
Mhm. Yep. Megan
Where
worked
it's starting
earlier.
to get dark at 4
Yep.
p.m.
I know it. Megan worked earlier in her career at a couple of pizza places when she started off her career in the restaurant business, and each one of them Halloween night was like, no, you're not getting the night off.
Yeah. Oh God, no. No.
And we would bring Mariana in to see Megan because she couldn't get the night off precisely for that reason.
What's up, Cindy G? Hello, Lauren. Yay, she is amazing. How is everybody doing? Close to vacation? Well, good for you. And close to election? No, we're not doing great. We've got a week. We're counting it down. Thank you very much.
Yes, people are incredibly stressed. There's all kinds of stories about everybody's stress level is just. But again, like I said, go vote and then just.
I don't think anybody's their mind is being changed by anything at this point. I think we just need it over with.
Yeah. It's gone. It's
Let's
already.
get through this.
It's gone on for too long, and then we'll deal with whatever happens.
Exactly.
And we'll deal with it.
I saw there were 2 radio stations in Milwaukee that flipped to a Halloween format, The Haunt.
We were talking about this before we went on. How many Halloween related songs can there be?
I mean, we've got about 50 on our music bingo for Halloween,
Mhm.
but I feel like there could be maybe 25 to 30 more Halloween adjacent
Mhm.
songs, but
What would be a Halloween adjacent song? I don't want to push you on
like
the spot.
Werewolves of London.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hungry
Yep.
Like the Wolf, like Duran
Right.
Duran. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not really. But if you put them all together, you're like, okay, you've painted a picture for me.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that. But I mean, 50, 80
Bad Moon
songs.
Rising.
Right. 50, 80 songs. That's
Evil Woman.
what, 6 hours of programming, 7 hours of programming?
Yeah, so you're just really recycling the ones, or is it like somebody different singing "I Put a Spell on You," like Screaming Jay Hawkins,
right.
and then Bette
And then
Midler,
somebody else doing it.
because I don't think I could stand any of that. That just sounds like it's
Yeah.
the Christmas version of Halloween for me, and I'm no, thank
Mhm.
you.
Right.
You've got some stations flipping to Christmas already, and I no, not for me either. Don't get me wrong, I do like a lot of Christmas songs. However, I don't like them until December 1.
Mhm. And there aren't any new Christmas songs anymore.
Well, there are, but there are ones I just don't like.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm sorry. Stop it. You think I'd never done this before? I'm back from vacation. I did my show yesterday, and I said to Mari, "Oh my God, I'm rusty. Hadn't done it in 9 days."
Well,
And
when
I
you
was
take
like,
a week off, it's like you have to. I don't even know my password. What am I doing
"What
here?
are my
I can't
password?
remember
Where's
anything.
where's the music? Where's my radio voice?"
Isn't it funny when you just kind of shut off the machine for a little bit,
Yes.
kickstarting it back up again?
Yeah.
You're like,
I
oh.
was like, I know how to do this. I've done this for, Is it my radio voice? No, this is my radio voice.
Yeah, right?
Somewhere in between. And like,
What's up,
yikes.
Nate? Good to hear from you. Witchy Woman by the Eagles. Absolutely. Thank you. That's
Evil-
Halloween adjacent.
Yep, witchy woman. Yeah, I guess. But we're not going to do that here.
No. No, I mean, I might spice them in on Halloween day, but that's if
Don't
I
we have
remember.
a category that says Halloween?
We do.
Yeah.
We in fact do.
All right.
I assisted one of our younger DJs, 15-year-old,
Mhm.
to do a family party. She taught her how to use the decks,
Mhm.
taught her how to mix some songs.
Very nice.
And she crushed a Halloween event and a Halloween party. So
Very
I was
good.
excited for her to do that.
Yay.
Showing her, lining up BPMs and
Mhm.
having a little fun with that. So I enjoy it. If anybody out there wants to learn how to do it, please. We always need some more DJs. Cindy G's got a party that's coming up for us. Curdy Cutt's got a couple of parties that are coming up for us. If you're a DJ and you're looking to get some gigs, we have no shortage of them. So come on and be part of the Lemonadio team. Reach out to Hank.
The best event DJ on Cape Cod.
Our group is. I have to collect the award, but I do suggest that our group does a really good job. We had so much fun in the Mashpee Commons this weekend with
Really?
their Halloween party.
Yep.
So many great costumes. People are
Mhm.
so creative. We
Yep.
had this one family that dressed up like the gnome family. He was a gnome. She was like a little mushroom cloud. They even dressed their dog up like a butterfly.
Oh, really?
And they just like sat under a tree for a little while. And I was like, could that be the cutest homemade
Wow.
costume
Wow.
I have ever seen in my entire life? It was adorable.
Wow.
Little gnome family.
Hmm.
People are very creative.
Oh, some people are, yeah.
I do not have that creativity.
And some people, their houses, they decorate their houses better than they do for Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. We're not decorators. I got a skull out there.
I noticed that someone took a piece out of one of your pumpkins when I walked in this morning. A huge chunk.
It was the squirrels. We have like ninjas. So since we've removed them from the attic, remember?
Yes.
So they've been bitter ever since. So this year they have attacked my Halloween pumpkins. And I came home from a gig one night and a squirrel just like popped out of a hole from one of the pumpkins. And I was like, ah, it scared the bejesus out of me.
It's a big pumpkin and the whole top is like gone. It looked like I don't know what.
They ate a hole through our pumpkin. This has never happened in the history of living at our house.
They must be really pissed.
We have very angry squirrels. Never happened to me before in my life. And Cliff, every single day when we come home, hate those squirrels. Hate those squirrels. It's the new running joke here at the Viva Ranch. Hate those squirrels. Yes, definitely empowering for her, Laura, for sure. So Hank and I are back. We're really excited.
Yep.
Halloween season is here. Then it's going to be Thanksgiving. Then it's going to be Christmas. It is going to be rolling. If you've ever thought that you wanted to join us on the radio and maybe do some programming or maybe do an hour-long shift or a show, please reach out to Hank.
Yep.
You've done a really good job of organizing people. Michael sounds fabulous. I love having him with us.
Yes, he does.
He sounds awesome.
And he's got a voice. I mean, he's got the voice.
He does.
He's got the voice for it. That I'm certainly. I've told him for years that I've been jealous that I didn't have his voice.
He's got the try. He doesn't even have to try hard.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. It's just there. His place in Florida survived.
Good.
There's more beach than there used to be.
Okay. Is he getting closer to waterfront property every day?
Well, he was waterfront property, kind of. He's in a high-rise condo.
Okay.
And his car is gone. The first storm, the garage underneath the condo where that he has is the water was like 3/4 up the car, and so the car's gone.
Yeah.
And then they're close to a place called St. Armand's Circle, which is think Hyannis upscale big time, and it floods every time there's a storm, and it really flooded this time.
Once again, that's why Florida real estate's cheap right now.
Yes. Yep. Just hang on, folks. Florida, Mari might want to jump in on this, but Florida real estate, as people start to leave, it's going to start to drop. There's issues with insurance, but once they get that all figured out, so you could get in. We have friends who are realtors down there, and Allison did a video the other day of a house, 2 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, 289.
All right.
I mean, a typical Florida kind of house, but I mean, I'm like, wow, 289.
Well, that's what lures people down there, and then hurricanes happen. So
Right.
Pick your poison, people.
And they're on the West Coast, so
does that feel safer?
It feels, well, it used to be safer.
It doesn't feel safer anymore.
Used to be safer, but it apparently isn't anymore.
We do have a Halloween show that is going to be airing here on Lemonadio. Shout out to Ricky B. It is going to be broadcast live from WKKL, which we are simulcasting here on Lemonadio. So it's 4 hours.
What time?
5 to 9.
Okay.
4 hours.
Okay.
We'll keep it all in there, but I will spice in some fun, spooky songs throughout the day for sure. So yesterday I had this bit of news that I saw, and I was like, oh, wait till I tell Hank.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot about it.
Yes, the news.
And then I wrote it down. But then I saw it again this morning, and I was probably reminded about what I wanted to tell you. Did you see that Giselle is pregnant?
No, I did not. And who is the guilty party?
Duh, it's the jujitsu instructor.
Oh, where there was nothing going on?
All been validated.
They
everything.
were just friends. Tommy must be...
Congratulations, Giselle. I'm not raising that baby with you. You enjoy it, 44 years old and having a new baby. Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah, but you know what? She's not going to raise it.
She absolutely is. She is her family. I mean, yes, it's going to be raised in a different fashion when you're a bazillionaire.
Mm-hmm.
She is still going to do the work for it. But at 44 years old, that is the last thing that I want to be doing is raising up a new baby.
Wow. But Tommy is so validated now.
The roast of Tom Brady, where she was so mad and so upset about all of these lies that people were spitting.
God, Giselle.
Mari, my Tommy is better without her.
Oh, man. Tommy, total validation. Total validation. You did the right thing, bud.
No, well, and I'm not against anybody that is having a geriatric pregnancy by any means. I'm not. I'm just saying that we're all it's been validated. That's all. The jiu-jitsu instructor. That's it. That baby won't even know her name. # Team Tom. What's up, Linda? Linda, I got to see your son. He took me to a lovely performance at Providence Performing Arts Center. And now I'm going to get to see your lovely daughter when I head on down to Nashville.
What did you see at PPAC?
We saw Shucked.
Okay.
It's a musical about corn.
What? I guess I'm out of the loop on this one. How about you guys?
It was really good. It was actually really good. It was very funny. It was very clever.
What, they had dancing corn? Yeah. Ears of corn?
Yeah, sure. There was some.
Wow.
It was about a town in middle America, and they did a whole musical number about Tampa. She went to the big city of Tampa.
Oh boy. I mean, Tampa's a big city. It's a nice city.
It was very, very, very funny. So I definitely suggest that you get a chance to check it out, that you do so, because it was cleverly written. I really enjoyed it. Yes. Shucked. The musical.
I'm going to have to do a little research on this one.
They had last year during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, one of the numbers from Shucked was sung.
Really?
On Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade because it happened to be on Broadway at the time. And I didn't get a chance to get it when it was on Broadway. So I got it off Broadway at PPAC, and I very much enjoyed it.
Okay. PPAC brings in a lot of nice stuff.
They really do.
They've been doing it for years.
And it's such a beautiful old theater.
Yep.
Really accessible. I really enjoyed it.
And Providence is a great place to go with all the restaurants. Good heavens.
But it was right by the hotel that I had an incident at. So I remember I drove by the hotel and saw that, and I was like, remember, that's where it happened. Little surprise in my bed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But the restaurants are really lovely.
The restaurants are great. You go up on the hill, and now they're not just Italian restaurants; that they've become a little more, mixed in terms of ethnicity. And you've got to be good to survive up there on Federal
I've
Hill.
got to tell you, we went to the George. We had brunch at the George. And I had a lobster roll. I had 2 mimosas. Everybody in my party had similar stuff. It was $100.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm not mad about the prices. I don't know what happened here on the Cape where we're spending exorbitant amounts of money on smaller items of food, but I had a lobster roll for under $100. So I was pretty darn happy.
We're in Palm Beach and went out to dinner, and we spent.
Was it similar to the Cape?
We spent money. I didn't think any of it was outrageous.
Yeah.
I had sea bass for the first time.
Oh, look at you branching out.
Because I had to have my grouper. And
you got your fish fix.
I had grouper several times, and then people have talked about sea bass, and I figured, well, here we go. And it was I enjoyed it.
All right, good.
So now I have more options than just give me fish and chips. So,
excellent.
Yeah.
So you're going to branch out when we have Chatham Harvesters at the Cape Cod Christmas market.
Oh, absolutely.
Grab yourself some different fish.
But it's funny to be in Florida and you see on the menu New England clam chowder. You go, really? What can did you open? Is it Captain Parker's or what?
Yeah, you don't get chowder when you're not in New England. You know this.
No, and you don't get fish and chips either.
No. Unless you're in London.
Right. Or New England. You don't go to Florida and get fish and chips.
No, absolutely
it
not.
Just doesn't work. But you get
different
grouper
stuff.
Now I can get sea bass.
Shout out to our friends over at Midnight Hour. They're going to be joining us for Clam Jam. So if you're looking for some fresh clams and you want to make your own New England clam chowder or maybe some clam cakes, definitely a lot of bang for your buck with their sea serve clams. So I'm looking forward to that.
Excellent.
I know. Conspiracy of Noise is going to be playing tunes for us. Very excited to hear Michael Spellman and a full band that is going to be out there. We've got a salted margarita. Ooh. Shout out to Gray Marsh Salt, who is going to be the rim for our salted margarita.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a liquor license?
Well, it's a seltzer.
Oh, it's a seltzer. Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a liquor license.
No, okay. That's right. So it's I thought it was like a real margarita. No.
Yeah.
No?
I'm tip certified, but that's about it. I can pour you one.
But I don't have the license.
That's
to
correct.
Do that.
I'm allowed to give you one, but that's it.
Okay.
No, it's a seltzer, so it's not going to be a full-on margarita.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need that in our life. Not at noontime.
Not at noontime. No, not on.
We are good.
Not on Saturday morning, anyway.
That's
Sunday
it.
morning, maybe.
Clam Jam for a shucking good time, and you know it.
A shucking good time.
Janet, great to hear from you. Janet Sherma on the show this morning with us.
That's my mother-in-law.
Your sainted mother-in-law.
That's my sainted mother-in-law.
Right?
Yes.
All right, everybody, behave.
Behave. My sainted mother-in-law is watching.
Emily says, how is everybody doing this morning? We're great.
Yes.
Hank is back from vacation. I had a horrible night's sleep. I had a cat on my head most of the night. He gets in these moods where he's very fresh.
Today's National Cat Day, I believe.
Well, I'm not pleased with mine, who decided to go to the bathroom in my tub and stand on my head in the middle of the night.
At least he didn't go to the bathroom.
This is true. This is also true. But I'm hoping that he went to the bathroom after he sat on my head, not before.
Oh God, did we have to go there?
I did in the middle of the night. I was not very happy.
Okay.
Also, we got a new mattress. I don't feel like it's any better. I'm not sleeping any better. My husband seems to be complaining a little less.
What kind of mattress did you get?
I don't know. It's just a different version of the one that we had. If anybody needs a fairly new king size mattress, I have one for you. It's in my living room right now.
Okay.
This is how my husband's decided to dispose of said mattress. He moved
really?
it out of his way immediately, and it's just in the living room. It's less than a year old, so I don't know if anybody needs one. I've got one. At least he didn't bring a friend. But yeah, no more mice in my bed. Thanks, Emily.
I'm looking to. I'm not being rude, folks. I'm looking to see to confirm that today is.
It's either today or tomorrow.
National Cat Day.
I know it's this week.
I've got an email somewhere that's telling me National Calendar Day. There it is. National Cat Day. It's also National Hermit Day and National Oatmeal Day.
Oh,
I don't know if it's hermit the food or hermit as in a hermit. No, it's a hermit as in a hermit.
okay.
A person who lives to some degree in seclusion from society.
Celebrate that hermit in your life by
That's-
doing nothing.
Right. Don't call them. They don't want to hear from you.
Yeah, and don't worry about celebrating National Cat Day. They don't care anyway, even if you
Oh,
are
no.
good to them.
Don't throw them a party. They won't come.
I love the fact that you went and brought your cats to be blessed at the pet blessing.
Yes.
And I also love the fact that somebody brought their pet chicken to be blessed as
Yes,
well.
I didn't see the chicken, but Mariana did. And we got back in the car and Mariana said, Papa, did you see the chicken? And I went, what?
People have some weird pets.
She said the chicken. It was like, kind of next to where I said, no, I didn't see the chicken. I was after their experience with one of their cats getting out of their carrier at the PetSmart, I was very much watching our carriers.
Oh, 100%.
To be sure that either one of our cats did not get out. So I wasn't paying attention to the
A
people around me.
PTSD situation. Absolutely.
And Father Healy came over, who I understand is allergic to cats very badly, I guess. But he came over with the holy water. And who do we have here? Winter and Hope. And he went bing, bing. And
Yeah,
so
get me out of here. We're outside.
We have holy cats now, and off he's campered.
Trish said, I'd rather have a hermit cookie. Where was the animal blessing? Christ the King.
Christ the King on close to the Feast of St. Francis, couple of weeks ago. They had a big crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly dogs and cats, but then there was the chicken apparently.
Pretty impressed.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to visit us today. What do you got coming up on lunch break, Mr. Rusty?
Well, because we're getting close to the holidays.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I thought I remembered how my mother used to sit us down and talk about our table manners.
Oh.
So I talked about table manners yesterday. Updated, things that my mother wouldn't talk to us about. Like,
well, right now you
like
can't even get a kid to come to a phone to a table without a phone.
Like a cell phone.
Yeah, for sure.
So today, again, keeping with this holiday is coming thing, we've always heard that Tuesday is the best day to buy airline tickets.
Oh, okay.
But is that true?
I heard Wednesday, so now I'm curious. I'm going to have to listen to lunch break and find out.
You don't listen every day?
I'm going to have to listen today and find out.
You don't listen every day?
I usually have appointments midday. That's why I hand the baton to you.
Oh, okay.
I do my best.
All right. Yeah. So we're going to talk about when is the best time to buy your airline tickets. Is it Tuesday? Is it
Wednesday?
Is it
We're going to have to find out.
When is it? We'll find out at noontime on lunch break on Lemonade.
Do you know, I had a great conversation when we were on our cruise with our friend Daniel. So our friend Daniel is the pianist on the cruise. He's an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we chose to go on this. And he got to have dinner with us every night. So that was really nice.
And it was Eva's birthday.
And it was Eva's 60th birthday. Shout out to Eva. She looks fabulous. Really proud of you. You look amazing. I'm very excited for you. New lease on life.
I might be calling you later today, Eva. So.
Oh. So we're sitting there with Daniel, 24 years old, nice kid, British kid. Cliff and I met him when we were traveling through the UK, stopped and had a whatever. And he never has, their phones don't work on the cruise.
Really?
So they didn't bother to buy the package. It's very expensive for them to communicate with each other.
Because I noticed you were silent.
WhatsApp, I literally shut it down. I didn't open my laptop once. I did not.
A true vacation?
A true vacation.
Wow.
For a solid 3 days. And it was so nice to just sit at the dinner table.
Did you start to shake?
Nope. I did really well with it. In fact, I was like, oh, I have that thing again. People are bothering me. Turn on my phone. But it was really nice to have dinner with 6 people and actually converse over dinner the whole time without somebody being interrupted by a phone or this or that. It was really nice.
Yep.
I did whip it out one time to take a video of everybody singing happy birthday to Eva every single night that we had dinner all weekend long, which made me laugh.
Yeah.
They brought in bells and whistles and sang it. It was just very, very funny. But that was pretty much the only time I used it as an actual camera device. So that was nice.
That's cool.
Right? To converse at the dinner table. So I do like that you're addressing the dinner manners thing, because I think that that's a conversation across many dinner tables. If you're even at all sitting down with each other to have dinner together anymore.
No.
Because it seems to be a lost thing.
The only way you are allowed to have your phone at the table is if you are expecting a work-related call.
Hmm.
And you need to explain to everyone at the table, I'm not being rude, but I might get a call from work. And you put it aside and you don't answer it unless it rings from work.
Yeah.
You don't pick it up and sneak a peek. Other than that, you're being rude.
Right. Yeah. I think it's important. We should establish some more of those manners just because
Right.
it's really annoying to be
You
at
put the phone
table.
in the other room. Now, if I put my phone in the other room, my mother will call.
Still getting calls.
My mother's been dead for 6 years,
She's
folks.
still getting calls from heaven.
And mom still calls. So
That's so freaky.
oh, it is. There's nobody there.
Yeah.
But she's calling.
Well, there's spoof all kinds of numbers. There's a new rash between the political stuff that people are getting text messages for and then the other phone calls. There's a whole new conversation with fake prank phone calls that are happening right now, and they are spoofing numbers that you know. So you
Right.
pick it up thinking you know who the person is, and it's definitely not, and that's
Right.
terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Like we need more problems.
Yeah. We would get calls that would say, maybe you've got one of those. Like to speak to the person responsible for the electric bill. And Mariana gave me a great answer. She said, just tell them she's not home.
There you go. That's
Said-
perfect.
I said, okay, she's not home.
No, I used to love giving it to the kids when they were little, like 2 and 3. They'd just talk on, and that yammering conversation. You just give it to the kids. Hold on, talk to my son for a minute while I run this errand. And if they wanted to, they'd hang on. There was one person that stayed on for a solid 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That just sat there waiting for me in the hopes that I might come back and buy whatever crap they were peddling. It was great.
But part of me feels bad
Why?
because on the other end are folks trying to make a buck.
I know.
They're sitting in some boiler room somewhere. I tried that for about a half an hour once as a part-time job, and I couldn't do it.
Making those cold calls.
Making those cold calls. It was a fundraising call for I don't know what, but
Working the phone bank, Hank.
I couldn't do it. I absolutely couldn't do it. And I just feel bad for them. So I just say, I know you're trying to do your job, but she's not home.
You're so nice. I was never that nice. What's up, Alicia? Hi, Kathy. We're about to wrap up the show today. Thank you so much for joining us. Hank will be on with his lunch break, and it's definitely worth a listen to. If you think that you want to pop in, be part of the show,
Yes,
if you've
please
got
let us
something to
know.
say, definitely reach out to us. You can always email Hank at lemonadio.com.
And I do check my email.
I appreciate that very much. Because I'm like 3 or 4 days later, I'm like not really great at it.
Oh. And I'm taking care of the people wanting to go on events on Cape Cod since you were away.
Thank you.
And I'm being a little hard ass sometimes. If someone hasn't posted since 2017, no.
I like that. And I also really prefer if you have a photo. I know, Dave Hegner, you prefer to be a little ghost. You look very pasty in your Facebook photo, but I do know you as a human. So I allow you to have no Facebook photo there because that's how you want for your privacy. However, if you've got a brand new profile and no photo, I don't trust you.
No. If you haven't posted since 2017, that makes me say someone has captured your page and they're using it, and that could eventually lead to events on Cape Cod getting corrupted.
Yeah. So we've got almost 10,000 people that are actively involved in hosting great events and everything that is happening in your community. And this is how it's going to keep rolling. So please continue to share some stuff that does not get highlighted absolutely everywhere.
And if you're a real person, but you live in India, I'm going to say no as well.
All right. Look at Hank's the stickler. I appreciate it. Cape Cod Dining at Home and anywhere else you've got a contest, or did that just wrap?
I think it just wrapped.
Okay.
We had the pickle contest.
I know we have a beverage contest that's coming up.
Contest. So I think, Mari, do we still have a beverage contest going on, or did we punt on that? I'm not sure.
Well, I know. Coming, going. This is the season where things get busy and a little bit lost in the shuffle. So it's really difficult to stay on top of things.
Yes.
We'll be looking for that if you've got recipes to share or some yummy food things that you want to share. Changing of the seasons is always tough seasonally and what we're feeding ourselves. So,
and if you have allergies, folks.
Look, Mr. Caring over here. We've got allergies.
Allergies. Oh, no, it's going to be me. I'll be in here probably next week with a box of Kleenex next to me.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great day. And take us with you wherever you are. Lemonadio.com, Roku TV, Alexa, play Lemonadio Radio, and download the app in the App Store.
But you know what I've discovered?
What?
You say play Lemonadio Radio quickly now.
Oh, okay.
Don't say it slowly. That seemed to be the first way she responded. Now, if you say to Alexa, play Lemonadio Radio, and you don't get sent to that radio station in Los Angeles.
Continue on your fighting with inanimate objects and AI personalities and bots. We appreciate you. Talk soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh my God. How many times do you fight a day with a robot? It's like me every day. It's not what I said. Shut up, Alexa. I don't even like you right now.
Right.